So, continuing the playthrough here, my troops are still massing around Tenochtitlan, and all but one of them are chariots. One of them is a cavalry that I got from a hut. And now I've discovered the Indians. I'm going to have to explore their territory. And of course Gandhi is their leader. He's always their leader in Civilization 1. But just because he's Gandhi doesn't mean that he's nice to you. I'm going to make peace with him because I'm too tied up with the Aztecs at the moment. So, I accidentally attacked prematurely there, but my foreign minister stopped me. I want to have more troops available for this than I presently have. These units here, I want to get these chariots up there before I attack. In the meantime, I'm going to send my settlers around here and see what else I can learn about the Indian civilization. There's not a lot to say. I'm still moving my units. Now my wise men have discovered invention now, which means I can pursue gunpowder, and I will get it before 1 AD at this rate. But because I'm not under any pressure, I develop bridge building first, because bridge building is necessary for development of roads and railroads, which is worth taking care of now, because I expect to win against the Aztecs, and I won't be able to use gunpowder if I develop it now, in time for this battle. So, finally, the AI tells me to build a city, so I'm able to grow my society again here, or my civilization. And I'll send this mercenary legion around to look for more of everything. I almost have enough troops to attack the Aztecs here. Almost. And in fact, I'm going to switch to peacetime production now, because it's just going to take too long to get all of these over there. So now I attack. That autosave feature you saw earlier is something that they push on you in the earlier versions of Civilization. Later on, you have a distinction between autosaves and deliberate saves. Now that was very easy, actually, taken to Tenochtitlan, because they were not very well defended and they were already starved for resources by the fact that my troops had occupied their territory. So I'm going to build a barracks there and guard the city with chariots, and as you can see, as I suspected, that was their only city, so I destroyed the Aztecs. Which means I'm going to move these troops to the Indian territory to see if I can wipe them out too, because they're on the same continent as me and they will attack me eventually if I don't. Again, like I said, in later versions of Civilization it's a lot more civilized, so you don't face that kind of pressure. So I'm trying to decide what to do with this chariot now that I'm no longer at war. I decided to switch to building a temple. That's an investment for later, because I will need religious and entertainment improvements in the cities when I go to a republican form of government, although that will not be in this playthrough. I might do a long play based on this, which would enable me to show all of those features. But for now, I'm going to finish this and move on to Civilization 2, although I still have 4 parts to this minimally, because this is a very complex game and I do want to do it justice. Now here I'm short of food in this city, so I almost selected a granary, but I decided to build a temple instead. Again, for the longer term, because those people will not starve without a granary in the short term. Here I'm figuring out my troop movements. So then, the largest civilizations in the world, and as before, the Romans are up there on the top. So I am succeeding in grabbing as much territory as possible. So I'm now using my chariot there to fight off the barbarians. So, bridge building. So now I'll develop gunpowder, because I have enough time to build barracks, because when you develop gunpowder, as well as when you develop the automobile in Civilization 1, you have to rebuild all your barracks. So you are in a disadvantage in the short term, even though in the long term you're going to want gunpowder and the automobile. The automobile enables you to build tanks, basically. But we're out of time, so I'll see you in the next video.